G'day guys and girls, my name's Jamie Gray and welcome to another Earth Moving Equipment magazine test drive. And look, we've jumped on the plane and we're lucky enough to have Troy here from WestTrac. How you going, Troy?
Yeah, good, nice to meet you.
Mate, thanks for having us over here.
Oh, mate, best state in the country.
Beautiful. Yeah. And we got Heath from H. Thompson Projects. How you going, Heath?
Good, mate, good.
Good, mate, good. So listen, Troy, we've just had a little bit of a chat about this awesome machine that we've got back here. What do you want to share with everybody about the 972 XE?
Well, yeah, the 972 XE, it houses a CVT transmission, unlike the 972 that we have here in Western Australia. This machine here holds virtual gears, so the 0.5 through to third gear. You can select a virtual gear in between those. The transmission itself has what we call a variator in it. So we do run a mechanical path alongside a hydrostatic path.
Yep.
And then we can set, say, for instance, 1.5 gear ratio,
yep,
and we can work in that gear all day.
Perfect.
That's where the fuel savings come in this machine. So
yep,
we deliver a 35% fuel saving over our power shift machine on this 972 XE.
Mate, it's quite a unique design and setup. And what's it like to actually operate? How does it feel?
The machine is great. It's smooth. The transition between forward and reverse and gear shifts, so especially when you're going from third to fourth, as we say, that's a full gear change, but you don't feel it because it's an auxiliary gear.
Yep.
However, the machine itself, it's just like driving a planetary power shift machine.
And I think you mentioned before, no torque converter either, right?
No, they've taken the torque converter out of these machines. To get the fuel savings that you need in these machines, you need to get rid of that torque converter.
And you've just had the opportunity to head over to Spain as well to really, get the ins and outs of this machine and get it completely dialed in. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was great. I mean, Malaga itself was great. It was good to go. What I learnt over there was unbelievable, to be able to come away from there and just learn how much better this machine is. As an operator, to be able to operate smoothly and just what it can do and what you can't do with it.
So when the machine's running day in, day out, 35%, mate, that's a big number.
Yeah, it's a great fuel saver, this machine, yeah.
So it sounds like the operators are going to love it and the bosses are going to love the bottom line with the reduced fuel.
Oh, for sure, yeah. As I say, it's very easy to operate. There's touchscreen, there's touch buttons in there to be able to set bucket kickouts, but the transmissions is a real difference in this machine.
So how do you think Heath's going to go when we throw him in behind the, well, I was going to say the wheel, but there isn't one, when we get him in behind the controls?
No, this is a joystick steer machine, but the one good thing about these joysticks is it has a force feedback system, so the quicker you go around in this machine, the less sensitive it's going to become for you. The quickest it will articulate and turn is while it's sitting there at idle. So I think once you get in there, you'll find it very intuitive to operate, very comfortable.
Tomo, the 972 XE, mate, how did it feel? Was it a little bit different to what you used to?
It's probably the first machine I've driven like that. A bit nervous, to tell you the truth, when I first got in. But within not even 10 minutes, had the feel for everything. The left-hand joystick is all your steering, and gears are on the finger, which was fantastic. So it's just a slight little click of the finger, all seamless, very smooth, mate. So yeah, very impressed.
It's just it's not actually a button or a switch, it's just a dial, isn't it?
Exactly, mate, which is just on the right-hand side of the thumb on the left-hand side, and it's very smooth and seamless. It just flows through the gears very easy. And yeah, look, the faster you go in it, the more control you've got. Yeah, very impressive.
How did it actually feel driving in and getting some nice big loads?
The holding capacity on this bucket's 9 tonne, and every single one, it just is so quiet in there and just sort of keeps on driving. It sort of doesn't bounce, or it's constant pressure. Very driver friendly.
So Heath, climbing into the cab, mate, what did it feel? Your first sort of response when you sort of open the door and sit down in that nice seat?
Yeah, look, straight up into it, the first thing you think is, where's the steering wheel? So yeah, look, on the right hand side, it's just the 2 toggles up and down. All the return to dig and to height functions are there. Very user friendly, mate. Heaps of space. The main thing, inside and out of the cab, is so quiet. You can hardly hear the machine.
And on the comfort side of things, how'd you
comfort? Yeah, fantastic, mate.
Inside the cab's obviously a winner, but what's some of the features that are actually inside the machine operational wise that make it a standout?
Look, I think the cat greasing system on this is all computerized inside with a touchscreen, so that can be adjusted on the fly pretty much. And also working on grades and things like that with a full payload, it'll hold there, which most operators would love. It hold its weight and tip, so that's fantastic.
So when it comes to servicing's obviously and safety while servicing's obviously a massive feature, what's happening in terms of that?
Well, it's all ground level, Jamie. A lot of the other competitors out there, I think that you're up on the top of the machine, up where it's hot, everything like that. So this machine, it's all ground level servicing, pre-starts, checks, all that kind of thing. So makes it very easy.
So Troy, thanks so much for having us on site and letting us put the 972 XE through its paces, mate. It's been a real joy to come over here to Perth and visit you guys.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming all the way across.
Heath, mate, thanks so much for being our operator again, mate. Operator to the stars. And for everyone at home, thanks so much for tuning in to another Earth Moving Equipment magazine test drive. Make sure you stay really safe on site and we'll catch you soon.